Welcome along to the Saudi Arabia Legendary event, and we are in the opening round today trying to get our free-to-play account through to the final round. And I tell you what, there is nothing worse than at 9 AM UK time opening your F1 Clash game and seeing where you are in the opening round, because that sometimes doesn't go the way you want to. Yes, we're here on the free-to-play account, and exactly what I was showing you then, or telling you, this is why. Our free-to-play account is in the bottom 50 of this Champions GP group. Now, what does that mean? That means that there's 50 more players that scored better than us in qualifying, and of course, only 50 will make it through. So, we have our absolute work cut out to try and get through to the final round, where we don't even have the two legendary drivers. We are solely down on Norris and Piastri this week to try and score us some good points. So we'll see if we can get the good points. We've got race 1 about to start, where we have got tyre management and speed of Jeddah to come. And let's show you our drivers. There we are. Piastri and Norris we're going to be using. Norris holds a little bit extra qualifying, which is good. And then we have got the speed setup. Bang there. 280 speed. That is the maximum we can get in race 1. So here we go. Race number 1. Free-to-play account. Champions GP. There's going to be 4 races in this video. And I want you to guess how many points we are going to get in the first 4 races. They are Jeddah, Zandvoort, Monza and Abu Dhabi. 188 points is the maximum points we can score. Comment below, how many are we going to get? So our first matchup is probably predicted a real player and a difficult race to come. Saudi Arabia and Jeddah holds a very difficult track anyway. Never mind taking the real player in the race as well. So let's see. They are a higher team score, but can we score points? 47 points available. Let's see where our rival will qualify. And they are going to out-qualify us. They have gone 11th and 13th. They have an extra level, it seems, over ourselves. Now, what boost can we go for? We don't have a lot. I need to get through. So probably a Frost and probably an Eagle as well. We need to get through in this race. It is absolutely crucial. So here we go. Can we get a good start? Medium's downforce boost, which is interesting on the softs, and it's downforce boost for both. Going for the tyres, but here is a good start from Lando Norris, who is already into the top 5. What an absolutely beautiful start by Lando, and he makes his way into the top 4 already. Oscar Piastri has made a really good start as well, and he is into the top 9 as we round the bottom turn, and Piastri is looking in a very tidy position as Norris settles down in P8 for Piastri, P3 for Norris. This is great start here at a notoriously difficult track, and we have kept our rival absolutely at distance at the moment. So we conserve always down the straights. We try to attack into the corners, and here comes Piastri. Can he get past? No, he can't, but this is a good place to overtake as we nearly get into second. Piastri is coming through. Norris is now into P2, and Piastri is up to P6. Great stuff. This is encouraging signs as now we cut back down and we have to settle at the moment. Lap 2, P2 and P6. A great start. We've got the Ferrari on soft tyres ahead of us. So we've just got to keep that power unit being earned all the time. And what we'll do is we'll just push into the corner just to make sure we hold position. And let's see if we can just close the gap on Leclerc here. Can we take P1? Not quite just yet. Piastri all over the back of Max Verstappen. And now we're going to save power unit slightly earlier, because this is going to be crucial. We are in a very good place. That's fine. Norris goes past. Norris is on the softs as well. But it's all about power unit saving here. Let's go medium so Perez doesn't get past. And now we're into the pit. So a lot of cars pit on lap number 3. You can see Piastri absolutely flying in. Will we double stack? No, we won't. We'll get a nice, beautiful pit stop. Rival's gone for 4 softs. That's very interesting indeed. And now to get this kind of undercut, We need to try and push early doors. We need Piastri not to get stuck. Rival's pushing. And the rival might just try and... I mean, he's trying to keep us at bay, but he's only sacrificing himself here. As we get past on the softs. So, P10 and P12. Rival, yeah, that's a weird push by the rival. And Leclerc has got on to mediums out front. And look at this. Look at all these cars pitting. Can we get a chance? Norris is back into second. Can he get Leclerc? He can't. We just beat Verstappen. No, we don't. Don't beat Verstappen out the pits. It's P5. This is still very good point scoring at the moment. Very good point scoring. I'd take P2 and P5 all day long. We close up on the back. Don't think I'm going to get Piastri through. That's one thing I'm not going to get. Let's see if we can get a good exit out of the final corner. Oh, wow. Sergio Perez absolutely blast past us. Perez must be on softs. He's on mediums. But we are going to get that position back. We are going to get P4 as well. But we can't do anything to close that gap. That Ferrari is pretty quick out front. It looks like we're lagging a bit. Our power unit is holding on at times where we don't want it. We're going to try and just get to 5. Can we make a move on any of these cars? Norris can't get the lead. It's going to be a close-knit battle as we come down the straight. I'll tell you what, I'll take it though. P2 and P4 from the first race. And we are coming away from Jeddah, which can be notoriously difficult. We're coming away with a beautiful 44 points. That is very, very nice indeed. 44 points, exactly what we wanted. That is going to hold us in good stead for the rest of the racing, hopefully. You can see the team score matchup, a 1-4-3-1 versus a 1-5-0-3. And we did the 3-3 on both cars. Level 5, level 4. So this rival didn't have an extra level. They actually had more qualifying on their car. And there you go, 216 speed. Big qualifying, which was good to start with. But we absolutely taught them a lesson. Job done in race number 1. Race number 2. It looks like we're actually going to a bot this time. So the spinner got round to the required destination. And it looks like a bot. So quite surprised at that. Because usually early on a Saturday, real player everywhere. So that's going to help us. Lower team score. Can we score 40 points again? Let's go. Whew, full of air today. Feel a bit gassy up here. Don't know what's going on. So Norris is going to need a little bit of tyre help. But I'm going to go Dragon. And Piastri is going to go on to Glitz. Now what we're going to do is do a 4 soft on both cars here. So we might not be the fastest car. But softs are going to give us pace. That is the main thing. As we are about to start and get underway. Piastri doesn't get the race start we require. Norris has got away well. He's into well, it was P11. He's now going really slow. And he's moved down the order a little bit. But back up to that P11 place we go. And we're going to make another place. Back to top 10. And Piastri is in P16. So the whole idea here is to use the softer compound tyre. And be a lot quicker than holding mediums and having loads of attack availability. So we're going to keep pushing early on. You can see us just getting into the top 9 now. Maybe a chance at Hamilton here. And there wasn't quite. So P9 and P12. So this is a good start. This is a good start. We're going to try and get past Hamilton. And I think Piastri can have a chance here as well of getting through. And he's P12 at the moment. So not really making massive ground, Piastri. Again, just going to hold power unit levels at times. Can we get through this time round? Norris is 8th. Piastri now gets into 11th. So we're in double stack range at the moment. That's one thing we're going to have to factor in around this circuit. Need to get out of the double stack range. Now, can we close on Sainz maybe to help that cause? We're going to gain inside line here. And I tell you what, it's not just Sainz. We're going to take 2 cars. That was a lovely move. And maybe now we can go attacking Alex Albon as well. Have we got enough power unit to go up the inside? Yes, we have. It's up to P5. for Lando Norris. And tyres just looking like they may hold on here. Only just, as we've got some early pit stops. Soft tyres for Norris. That Ferrari already coming out the pits, by the way. And there is P3 and P2. Look how fast that Red Bull out front is. That is crazy how fast that Red Bull of Max Verstappen is. He is unbelievable. And now, where can we get to? Can Piastri make more positions? Yes, he can. He's up to P9. So this is okay. I feel like this is an okay start. As Norris comes in from P4. Double McLaren, double stack. So we're going to get ahead of one McLaren here. There he is. There we are. Ahead of one of them. And nice clean air to run in as well. Piastri is going to come out behind the Ferrari. And he'll close up, hopefully, towards this corner because he's pushing. And even better, he'll get through. 7th, 11th at the moment. With pit stops still to happen. So this can get better as we come through. We've pushed Piastri to close the gap. Now we're going to do the same on Norris. As we go down the straight, and he's going to move up to the top 4. And Piastri can move himself up as a move on Piastri into P3. Piastri ourselves trying to get into 7th, not quite. What can we get to in this race? A lot of hard tyres out front, but Max Verstappen has got an unbelievable gap. That is an insane gap out front. As Piastri takes 7th. 40 points was the aim today. Let's see how we do. We are closing on the Ferrari, but I don't think we're going to close enough. Can we get past Lando Norris? We're going to attack this small hairpin. And there you go, into P6. We're going to keep pushing. You never know. Can we catch that hard tyre runner? We were about 6 seconds away last time we looked. It is now a matter of 2. We are closing big time on the Ferrari. And there is P5. Tell you what, if we get P4, it's 43 points. But we've got a chance at P2. And we've got a chance at P4, of course. As down the straight we go. There is the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. Piastri, though, can he make it into P4? Yes, he can. What a great race this is becoming again at Zandvoort. Norris trying to get into P2, and he can't. Norris doesn't look like he's got the pace. Maybe he'll have the pace out of the final corners. He can! Lando Norris with a P2 on the last corner. And Oscar Piastri is going to come home and take a P4. It's better than 43 points. It's 44. And we have a consistent start to racing here in the Saudi Arabia Legendary GP event. We have started very nicely indeed. Rival Bot is going to come home in 15th and 21st. But we battled through and scored some good points. We don't have the legends, but we'll take what we've got. Look at that, 44 points. We had level 4, level 5, a level 7 Bottas for the rival, and the car was just not there. Yeah, there's so many times that we tell people they have to change their setup. A few lower levels though for this rival, but qualifying is not the answer. Real player time. We're back to race 3. Higher team score matchup, higher real player, and a difficult track. It's Italy and Monza is our race for round 3. Now we've got one more race after this one. Still a very difficult Abu Dhabi to come. But this is the 2 races that are going to decide probably if we get through or we don't. P12 and P13. We've got to hope for some more qualifying on this rival and a faster car for us. So we're going to struggle. We are going to struggle with boosts. And that is why I'm going to go Iron Force on both. I know it doesn't have speed. It does have defending. And we are going to run that 4 soft strategy. Now that's going to be our best way again. Picking the faster tyres with a bit of tyre management. Hopefully going to do us good. Rival taking a while to ready up. As now we get set for racing. Come on, 40 points again. Ode, which is cornering, which is a interesting boost choice for the rival. They've also gone to mediums, so can our strategy of taking a little bit of tyres with defence help us massively? We're about to find out as we go into turn 1, inside line, and we're going to creep ahead of one of the rivals' cars. It is P12 and P17. That might get even better as we now move up to P... Oh, we just lose 2 places. It looked like we were going to get 2 places there, and we haven't. So now what we do is we push and see if we can make more positions. As we come through, can we? No, we can't. What about the final corner? Rival using all of their power unit. There is 2 moves, exactly how we needed to. P9 and now P15 for Oscar Piastri, as Piastri goes up the inside and he gets 2 cars. He makes the move and it sticks. Rivals behind us. We're going to try and just hold power unit with Piastri and hope for a nice little boost as we get into P9. Come on. We've got to do some work in this race. Piastri is keeping hold of that P15 whilst claiming power unit all the time as we're going to get into P8 and nearly past the rival. We should have probably been pushing at that point to try and get ahead. We're going to push though into turn 1. Can we make the move? No, we can't. But the rival's pretty slow coming out the corner. Now we're going to try and get past as we get into P8. And we can't get past this rival. I feel like we need to get past. And now we are past. Rival continues to push though. And he's going to get back ahead. He's only ruining our race. So we got a safety car. Don't need to pit yet. I'll pit next lap. It's not going to benefit me pitting now. We're going to go softs. This is good. We're going to go softs. Bit of luck here in race number 3. Monza. It's safety car time and we'll join you as we get set to race again. So we're about to get underway here in Monza after this safety car. There's nothing better than seeing the whole field pretty much needing to pit because that is going to absolutely jump us up the pack. And we're going to have full power units to attack as well and get ready for Monza luck and Monza points, it seems. As we come round and we've got Norris in P8, Piastri he's got to find some ground as well, but that's because he's got the rival ahead of him, which is going to be difficult to overcome, especially when they're constantly pushing. That means we can't usually get past. Rival just seemingly like, it's almost like they're trying to hold me up, which is interesting. But we now go through. We've got to get that Ferrari out front, and now Piastri is starting to motor. Norris into P3. We're going to try and catch this rival and try and claim more points. Still cars have to pit. And you can see them just coming into the pits now. There is P1. And Piastri is up to the top 6. This is brilliant. We surely should get P1 with Norris. We're going to keep trying to claim power unit when we can down the straights. That's what we teach you in our strategy guides. As we are past the rival into P5. And we are into P1. As we try and get into P4 now. Past Fernando Alonso. Can we get the move done? Yes, we can. Now, we're not going to catch P2 by a million miles. But it's time to try and get P3. As we close up on the McLaren. Can we find P3 Piastri and get past? This could be huge point scoring again. It's going to be more than the 44 points we've been consistent so far as we get into P3. Bit of safety car luck, absolutely. But you take your luck where you can get it. Norris is going to come home victorious in Monza. Piastri is going to do a very good job of getting through past a real player. And he is going to come home for 46 point total team points. That is a brilliant round of racing in Monza. Come on! The free-to-play needs all its luck that it can possibly get. 46 points is in the bag. And that is job done for that one. This is the team score matchup that we faced in race 3. And you can see here, level 4, level 5, exactly the same as us. But their car was more qualifying. You've got to take the corners, or the speed, or the power unit, depending on which track you're at. Come on, folks. Come on. Now, I wouldn't mind a safety car round here. We are off to Abu Dhabi this time, and the tyre management and speed circuit. A circuit that has often cost us some big points, but we've consistently scored well today, so can we keep up? Rival looking like they've gone for a bit of qualifying, but we qualify. 14th, 15th. Piastri, he's not going to be far off doing 4 soft here, so let's see. I mean, I need tyre management and speed. I'm going to struggle on that one. I'm going to actually give a bit of Dragon, I think, to Piastri. Get the 4 softs in. And I'm going to go a bit of Eagle for Norris. Come on. Let's get some more points. It is a real player. And we're going to see if we can get 4 softs with Piastri. This is going to be interesting indeed. Woo, here we go. Let's see what we got. Dragon mediums, which is interesting for the rival. We need good starts. We know we weren't going to get it because our race start isn't the greatest, but Norris has got away well, and he is in to the top 8, top 7. Piastri has struggled. He's going backwards, but Lando Norris has got away well. Come on, and now we're going to get back ahead of the rival, it seems, as we try and get back through. Norris is up to P6. Rival is absolutely flying as well, as now we come into the new revamped circuit of Abu Dhabi, and we're just going to take our time. I don't think we can get 4 softs on Piastri, so that's interestingly that's not going to work. His tyres are just not going to hack it. As Norris trying to get through P6 into P5. I mean, the tyres are not going to make it when we're pushing all the time, that's for sure. But don't worry, that's what we wanted to test, as Piastri gets into P12. And Alonso flies past us. Difficult. This is on the softs as well. This is on the softs. We need some softer hards for the AI cars. That is what we need. Yeah, Piastri definitely not getting 4 soft. But it's worth a try. Absolutely worth a try as we go to start lap number 3. And Norris is now ahead, and he's into 6th. Piastri, we're going to make sure he's got some power unit levels to attack with on the mediums, as Norris can get into 5th. Norris now finding speed here in Abu Dhabi. And luckily, the AI, P1 has gone. Luckily, the others haven't, because they're all ahead of us. You can see here. Piastri's in P10. I'm going to conserve him down. Let's really get some power unit back where we can, because he's not going to lose too much here. And now we're coming in. Medium tyres for Norris. Piastri's going to come in as well. No double stack, please. Oh, it's perfect. Look at that. It's almost like I knew what I was doing. And now we'll come out. Norris is going to come out in P8. That is great for Lando Norris. Piastri is going to get a little bit of clean air. That is what we need. He is going to quickly get back to Kevin, though. We're just trying to see what camera angle we want here. As now we come in to Piastri. And we're going to close up. So this is good work so far. Can we get Kevin Magnussen on the inside? No, we can't. Now we can. Can we? Yes, we can. We're up to P14 with Oscar, who's having a good race so far. Norris will take over what could be P5. And it is P5. What about Piastri? Can he get past Fernando? Not quite. Not yet. Still P12 for Piastri. Not looking too good. But I imagine there's some hard tyres. Yes, there's 3 of them ahead. So at least we're going to overtake them. But it might be difficult to get Piastri past Alonso and everybody else. Come on, what can we get? This is going to be tough for 40 points. I think we all knew that. There's 2 more cars in the pits. That's P2 for Lando. P2. Where can Piastri get to? There's a couple of cars coming out. We're going to get up to P7 at the moment. We've managed to survive. Can we get any more positions? P1 is pretty much checked out. He's got a big enough gap ahead. And we don't have a lot of power unit. We can make more points in this race, but we've not got the power unit to go with it. That is our problem at the moment. We are not catching P1. P1 is on some used mediums. That is the difference. Now, what can we get? Can we get a lunge into P6 Lando Norris? Yes, we can. we are up to 6th place. Trying to keep this McLaren. This McLaren, I think he's on softs. Going to be very hard to keep at bay. Lando Norris is not closing. There you go. Piastri's just lost out with a really bad turn there, which is a shame. Nothing we could do against it. Norris is going to come home. I tell you what, P2 is a very, very valiant effort. And we're going to come around the final few corners now. And it's going to be Piastri who looks to come home in P7. Closing back in on Piastri. Race 4. It is still in the 40s though. That is very good. I've scored less with my main account here at Abu Dhabi. It is 41 points I think we've got altogether. You know what? I'm going to absolutely take that. That is okay scoring. That is very good scoring from this race. So we'll take it. Real player as well, remember. 1-4-10. Level 4, level 5 seems quite common today. And the car was a decent setup as well. But job done from 4 races. Maybe re-comment on what you put before. Did you guess how many points right? Was you close? Did we outperform some of the tracks that you thought we may not? I'm thinking Monza. I don't think many people would have gone for the point scoring that we scored there. But we scored very well indeed. Now that is job done from race 4. A great round of racing. Let's show you though how we got on. It is 13 points dropped. And yes, that is madness when you consider this account. P12 at the moment, because we're racing within 4 hours of GP launching. 175 points from 4 races. And it's been a very, very consistent start. 2 lots of 44 in races 1 and 2. 46 at Monza. And a 41 points earned on merit in race 4. Which could have been a little bit better, but we actually absolutely battled hard. And that is job done. 175 points. Let me know how you get on down below. But it's a great opening start without the legends for the free-to-play account.